All right, we are live. There's one spot left, I believe. I just need to go and figure this all out. Should be... All right, yeah, there's one spot left. Thought it was sold out, but there's a glitch on the back end, so one spot to go in 463, and then we can break it. Yeah. So one spot to go here. Let me go ahead and... I thought it was sold out. There is an issue with one of the orders, so... Got that single spot left. So if you want in, it's $60. It is what you see on the desk. I'm just gonna get some top loaders and sleeves, but there is one spot. Oh, I had lots of top loaders, so oops. Thick card sleeves, thins are good. Yeah. So just a single spot left. I mean, we'll stay on until we fill it tonight because it's one spot. It'll fill, right? Go ahead and get this all set up here. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hey Rick, Washington Swinny. Tried to get it, not there now. Bruce, it should still be there unless someone's got it in their cart. If you go to the actual page, because I don't think it's come through on the back end. But maybe it just happened now. Maybe. I don't know. I just refreshed and it said it. Oh no, no, it still says it's there. Let me check. It still says it's there. You gotta go through the sometimes the like front end, like the so where you see all of the group breaks is just for whatever reason doesn't update properly. Hey Henderson, it is going. Had a weekend, so if I sound a little bit stressed and just also just as like a prevalence for the break, I may get a phone call during it that I have to answer. Long story short, I was up in Kelowna for the weekend and my car died, and so it's just trying to figure out, trying to get into a shop up there, which it should be. It's at the dealership now, and so it's... Let me tell you, being 4 hours away from your car and trying to organize it is fun. But we got really lucky that it broke down. When it broke down, it didn't break down on the highway, which we wouldn't have had service in some parts, and it's just a dangerous highway anyways, and would have been a really expensive tow. All right, now it's gone. Now we are sold out. now we are sold out. But yeah, so it was a weekend. JD, you got the last spot. But hopefully everyone else had a good week. It was honestly, outside of that, it was a great weekend. I got to spend lots of time with my grandparents, and it's always fun. Nice to see them before kind of the winter hits and we can't really drive up there. Although I'm gonna have to go back, which is the positive. So get to go back there, see them again, and yeah, probably a little bit too cold for golfing by the time I get to go back. But all right, I'm just gonna finish getting everything ready to go, and then we should be good to go. Thank you for the fill. So this week's breaks, there's gonna be some platinum. They'll go get posted probably Wednesday. Just they might end up depending on what's actually wrong with my car and how much it costs to fix and everything. The brakes might be earlier Friday because I might need to get up there Friday. But it'll all be posted. It'll hopefully all be resolved by Wednesday. Yeah. I honestly haven't been watching a ton of preseason stuff, so I know Utah scored on their own net, which is kind of funny. But no worries. No worries. It's all good. I'm just making sure that everything's all good on the back end and it's not angry at me or anything like that, so. Sorry, I can't see chat for like 3 seconds here. I'm just trying to do some stuff. But no, I actually haven't had much time to catch up on preseason stuff. I've been trying to. I've kept up with the Canucks roster transactions. The Lankinen signing is an extremely good value bet, but yeah. Honestly, I think Utah's gonna be better than what people expect this year. I like the Gunther contract for them. Alright, save this PNG. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll save that, sure. Alright, I believe we are all good to go. I need to do a like quadruple check here just because it is a little bit of a confusing day. Not confusing day, but just a little bit of confusion. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1. And it goes. Yes, 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 yes. Right. One there. Sorry, I just gotta check all the names. I see, the thing is I think the Central Division is very up for grabs. Like, I don't think Chicago's going to be good this year. I think let me get through this and I can give my thoughts. It's essentially going to be they're going to be better just because of the spot or the stuff. All right, I believe we are good. I just need one final sanity check on the combo spots. Here, let's sort by breaks format. Yeah, so the combos are the same, and then it should be this. One second. So Bill Pierre has 2. Alex Adam has 2. Evan Harris, Rennell, JD has 3. Anthony with 3, 1, 1, 1. All right, we're good. We're good. Oh, I don't need this on this screen. All right. Apologies. Sorry, that was just making sure everything was good, and that is good. I honestly haven't seen his pads, but yeah, like the Central Division, I think Dallas is going to be good. I think Colorado will be fine. And then after that, it's like, I don't know what to think of the Winnipeg Jets. I think they overachieved last year, and a Hellebuck injury would probably derail them. I like Nashville. I think Nashville might surprise people, but also they're a bubble team. I don't think they're like a true contender. St. Louis, same thing. I don't think they're actually that good, but maybe they're. I don't know. Their defense just seems really bad. Minnesota is like, again, just some worries over the depth of that team. It's like Utah and Chicago, and I don't think Chicago's going to be good. Also in the West, I think you're going to have some of the weakest teams in the league with San Jose is going to be pretty weak. I think Calgary's going to be pretty weak. Anaheim, I think, takes a step forward this year, but yeah. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get into the break. Let's get random.org up. Yeah, I think they'll be... And I think they were a dark horse team last year. I think, legitimately speaking, I think that Arizona last year, if they didn't have all the off-ice stuff and they like had like a guaranteed place to live. Oh, we need to roll for a tin of the cup first, before I forget. If they didn't have all the off-ice stuff, I think the team's morale would have been higher. Because, like, just think about it for a minute. If you know your organization's constantly in flux, like, your mind's not always going to be on hockey. And I think, like, you could almost tell when they found out that they weren't going to be playing in Arizona anymore. The team just kind of like, okay, well, like, whatever. It's tough to play. Because there's so much off the ice, right? Like, distractions are a thing. All right. So we need someone to pick a tin of the cup. We have 1, 2, and 6. If you need the numbers, it is 82 with 53, 97 with 30, and this is tin 2, and then tin 6 is 08 with 90. So number 6. All right. So that leaves just those two left. Probably feature them in breaks this week. We'll definitely do some platinum. Platinum's gonna be. It's gonna be a tough format, honestly. So, trying to figure out one that's like good value, but like it's gonna be probably like random Bedard stuff again because that just seems fun. Or it might be, I might do Chicago box random on that. So just going to kind of weigh out all the pricing of it and whatnot. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Group break 463. Hey, everyone. Welcome to group break number 463. Today we have the 2022-23 Upper Deck the Cup Mixer. We have a tin of the cup. It was tin 6 as chosen by Twitch chat. And then we also got 2 hobby boxes each of Series 1, Series 2, and Extended Series. Fun little break going for some young guns. And yeah, anyways, 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Let's go to Team Random. There we go. Excel. Just as a note, if you are watching this and I randomly disappear for a little bit, it is because I have to answer a phone call. My car broke down and it's 4 hours away from me, so it's trying to figure out just getting it into the shop. But everything should be good. I had the call like literally 5 minutes before this. So once, twice, third time. Just always nice to give you the heads up in case I randomly disappear for like 2 minutes or something. But I will also say like, oh, I got to answer this call. So, and then teams 3 times. All right, teams. Here we go. So hopefully, I mean, hey, the first 2 out of 3 tins were really good, I'd say. But once, twice, third time. And then one of the tins was meh. I think the like St. Louis tin that we had in the last break will be the most meh tin. So, but who knows? All right, let's go to Albert. You have the New York Islanders. Alex with the New York Rangers. Evan with the Canucks. Anthony with the Flames, Brett with the Hurricanes, JD, you have the Coyotes, Adam with the Flyers, Anthony with the Capitals, Bill with the Ducks, Dante with the Tampa Bay Lightning, Ronell with the Bruins, Bill with the Predators, Pierre Benoit with the Oilers, Raymond with the Habs, Walter with the Jets, Jason with the Dallas Stars, JD with the Blues, Pierre Benoit with the Toronto Maple Leafs, JD with the Wild and the Sharks, Albert with the Senators, JD, you have the Kraken, Anthony with the Avs, we have Adam with the Blue Jackets, Leonard with the Devils, Albert with the Red Wings, Pierre Benoit with Chicago, Craig with the Penguins, Anthony with the Panthers, Jean-Francois with the Sabres, Harris with the Kings, and JK Johnny with the Vegas Golden Knights. There are your teams. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well. Welcome to all the people who are here for the first time. I know there's a couple first-time chatters, first-time breakers. So always exciting. Gonna have some fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, we had a really good Gretzky from this case. That was a pretty sick card. Just had some pretty good luck out of the cup so far. I know I saw Breezy pulled the Shane Wright shield 1 of 1. So maybe we'll get the Wyatt Johnston. All right, team viewer save. Looks correct. Yeah, in a break like this, it's always kind of funny because you could have the best team in the break on paper and end up with the worst break overall. You could have the worst team and end up with the best break because at the end of the day, it all comes down to who hits out of the tin of the cup, and hopefully that's you. Again, my usual thing is that I wish that everyone could get something from the cup, but unfortunately, when there's 6 cards, it's a little bit tougher. All right. That should be correct. Here we go. Garbage bin out of the way. Recycling at the top. And let's go series 1 through to extended. But all right. And so yeah, breaks this week will go live probably Wednesday. It'll be platinum. We have pre-orders up for platinum, by the way, as well on the site if you're interested. It's at $3.50 a box, so but we'll do a break with that, and maybe 2. Might do like a mixer with it. I don't know. We've got some cup. Got like cup with platinum's always, I think, kind of an okay mix, just because you got some volume with OPC, and then you got the high-end hit potential of the cup. All right, let's rip and stack. Let's rip and stack. If you haven't seen this method for Series 1, Series 2 old, essentially just makes the flow of the break go better because you kind of open up all the packs, and it's, that every about 8th card you're going to have a hit in it. So, all right. Why is this? There we go. And then, what else is in the works? I think after this week, the week after that will be, I don't think there's any releases scheduled for that week off the top of my head. And then the week after that, so the week of the 9th, is potentially Skybox. Which hopefully the price is decent on that one. But, all right. Let's go ahead, flip these over. I'm going to go ahead and just adjust my camera here quickly. Next couple of weeks should hopefully give me time to figure out some camera stuff. Get it looking nice and pretty. So here we go. All right, focus is good. Yeah. French variation right out of the gate of Zuccarello for the Wild. Swayman on the rookie retrospective for the Bruins. Young Gun canvas of Valtteri Puistinen for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Blankenberg on the Young Guns for Columbus. Street image variation to Brinkat for Chicago. He's been on a lot of different teams in the past little bit. Krug for the Blues. That's on the right pile for that. There we go. Ottinger on the Dazzlers for the Stars. Braden Patchell for Vegas. Makar on the canvas for Colorado. Pierre-Luc Dubois on the center of attention for the Winnipeg Jets. Barkov on the portraits. And Lucas Reichel on the Young Guns for Chicago. You know what? Good one to get. I really like Lucas Reichel's game. I think if you're going to bet on players in this day and age, just given where his price point's at, you bet on guys who could be playing with Bedard. And I think he does have a lot of talent. Had a really off year last year, but part of that's just, I think, circumstantial too. That Chicago team did not have a lot of supporting cast and tons of injuries. And I think it'd be hard to play. But we'll see. We shall see. 3-1 Buffalo. Buffalo's going to be one of those, like, it's been like the past number of years, it's like, man, it's finally Buffalo's year. It's finally Buffalo's year. Last year, I'm just like, man, Buffalo's going to turn the corner for sure. This year, I mean, maybe. Ford Corpse is a year older. Their defensive side of things look good. I mean, I'm a big Bowen Byram person, as long as he stays healthy. So, fingers crossed for them. They're always a fun team. One way or another. And it's a really good fan base, so. Raska for the Sharks. I can't count to 8. Nelson for the Islanders. 6. Dursey for the Kings. Yossi for the Predators. Braden Schneider for the Rangers. So a couple decent young guns out of this box. And Shalgren for the Leafs. Kyle Connor for the Jets. Zach Werenski for the Blue Jackets. 6, 7, 8. Peyton Krebs for the Sabres. Kochetkov is a actually pretty good young gun crop in this box for the Carolina Hurricanes. Johnson for the Devils on the black and white canvas. And debut date of Lucas Raymond. He of a big payday. On to the next box of Series 1. You're kind of opening these up in my favorite to least favorite, or least favorite, sorry, to favorite. 22-23 Series 1, Series 2 extended. Obviously, we'll end on the cup because, like, I'd have to have some sort of X-ray vision to not end on the cup and be like, yeah, no, I think this box of Series 1, Series 2 or extended is going to be better. But extended was a lot of fun to open up last year. Pretty decent product. Krebs actually just scored. That's kind of funny. Yeah, the thing about, I know Vegas has traded away a lot of their prospects, and this is kind of actually a really good point around prospects and players in general, like rookies in general, is that they tend to be overhyped, quite, like, not their own fault. Just there ends up, like, everyone always tends to overvalue how good their rookies are, and it's like, you know, if your first round draft pick, like a mid-teens pick, ends up being a third line forward, is that slightly disappointing? Sure, but it's still a fine pick. And oftentimes, you know, trading your young players is pretty good. Because especially future picks. Like, you think about trading a 3rd round pick at the deadline to get a guy who even is just like a depth player. The chances of you actually hitting with that pick for the depth player are pretty low. So there's a real good argument to be made that, like, if you're a contending team, you could always try and just use your picks to get younger players in or just build your team that way. And that's where I think offer sheets are really valuable. But what do I know? Kadri for the Avs. Demko for the Canucks. Owen Power for the Sabres. We'll sleeve that guy up after. Robert Thomas on the Pink Dazzlers for the Blues. Seth Jarvis for the Hurricanes. Cam Fowler on the regular Dazzlers for the Ducks. And a French variation of Cam Fowler for the Ducks. There we go. Yeah, I think this NHL season is going to be, there's going to be some chaos to it. Especially with the cap kind of opening up potentially next year. Shalgren for the Leafs. Verhaeghe for the Panthers. Debut dates of Tomasino for the Predators. I'm shocked he didn't get an offer sheet, to be honest. Shesterkin for the Rangers. And Galvas for Chicago. Oh, that is a really... I don't know what happened to these guys, but they got really miscut there. Or misprinted. Yeah, with a bunch of, like, with the cap expected to go up a little bit more, a really silly free agent crop upcoming in the next year if contracts don't get signed. I mean, we could be looking at potentially Renton and Marner, right? The odds of both of them hitting free agency is low, but it's not zero. They don't have their extensions yet, and could just be spicy. I will say the new format for Series 1, Series 2, I like it a lot better from a opening up the product a lot of times in value perspective. Like, if the cost of the products were the exact same, I love the new format. So Chase Pearson for the Red Wings. Spanchett for the Rangers. Defense mechanisms of Rasmus Anderson for the Flames. Matthews on the portraits, the new captain for the Leafs. Kovacevic for the Jets. Actually, somewhat decent young gun to get. Reinhardt for the Panthers. He played well for the Habs last year. Debut dates of Mr. Seth Jarvis. That'd be pretty funny. Nedeljkovic. Border low for the Sharks. Yeah, Marner in free agency the bidding war would be insane. Freestyles of Kyle Connor for the Jets. I forgot that those were a thing in this product. Center of attention, Barkov. And Marco Rossi. Yeah, like, I know a lot of Leafs fans are along the, well, he's going to be expensive, or like, he's not worth X amount. And it's like, if that dude hits free agency, teams are backing up the Brinks truck. Same with, like, even, I know there's a lot of, like, Tavares is only worth $3 million type of stuff. The Phenomenal Beginnings, those are the brown border with gold. No, those are Diary of a Phenom. Right? The Phenomenal Beginnings is the box set. So you know how there is a Connor Bedard box set? this past year in like the Alexei Lafreniere box set in 2020-21. The Phenomenal Beginnings were essentially Crosby's version of that. Same with the McDavid box set. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Yeah, those are the... Yeah, so it's essentially just like a sealed box set that you get like X amount of cards in. And I think it should be the same 21 or like same 20 cards and then like one parallel maybe. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, 400's a lot for it. We'll put it that way. But yeah, it's the same thing as like Bedard's box set, as really any of those box sets. It's the value comes from keeping them sealed. If you're a collector, it's cool to kind of go through them. And honestly, the Crosby set's probably the coolest, just because you get a lot of game photos in it. Whereas the like the Bedard one, you have a lot of like his draft stuff, and you don't really get the full story of his season, which, you know, the injury and stuff like that does play a part there. So, all right, we got a Power Young Gun. You got, honestly, Power, Chekhov, Schneider, Reichel. We'll take those. None of the like big Beniers, Rossi, Boldy. Well, I guess Rossi isn't a big one, but oh yeah, that, you know what? I would imagine that a lot of kids are somewhat similar. I think it's harder now just because it's more publicized, the like value of cards, and everyone's so interested in knowing how much a card's worth rather than just purely collecting. But like, I'm the same way. I traded a Gilbert Brule, or traded a Crosby thing for a Brule card at one point. So I always tell this story like every once in a while, but like, growing up, I did not like Sidney Crosby because he didn't show up to the top prospects game, and I thought Gilbert Brule was going to be the next best thing because he showed up and got the hat trick in it. Vegas on the Welcome to Vegas. So, boy, was I wrong. Pro for the Ducks. Grant Hutton for the Islanders. But that's also why they don't let, like, I don't even know how old I was back then. Dubois for the Winnipeg Jets. That's also why they don't let people who don't know about hockey evaluate it. Caden Gooley. Let's go. Clear cut. That's a good clear cut, young gun. There's a little Gooley there. Gooley clear cut for the Habs. Give that a little stand treatment. Mr. Brady Tkachuk. Yeah, I think Gooley's gonna, and especially because he's in a market where like the cards are valued really well. Lauko on the UD canvas, Brink on the honor roll. He's in a market where the cards are going to be pretty valuable, and his player type is kind of unique to that market. Rossi for the Wild, so he'll be a fan favorite for sure. Lucas Johansson. Nice, let's go. We pulled everyone that scored in a non-base card. Red variation of Lars Eller for the Capitals. Patterson for the Canucks. And good first half. Really good first half. Albert, no worries. Team view. Kind of all over the place. You had, I think, Detroit. You got, which is like okay-ish. The Islanders, which is like I think Senators were your other team. Here, I can just go A to... Yeah. Yeah, the Senators were your other team. So it's like, Jake Sanderson's actually pretty good player. Islanders have Atu Ratu, who, if he hits, he'll hit with the Canucks. Which, like, you know, that's what you want to do. This team list is everyone, like, so it's, for the break, it's just the people who have, like, what team. instead of having it in like a spreadsheet, we make it fancy, and that's who gets what card essentially. So. All right, last pack. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through my own cards pretty soon here, and probably start getting rid of some, given car stuff. Brandon Baddock for the Habs. Eichel on the World Junior grads. Bobby Brink on the Dazzlers. Carson Meyer for the Blue Jackets on the portraits. Yeah, we're in Surrey, kind of like King George and 80th. The breaks don't happen there. They happen at my place, Pavel Urgenda. But, yeah, our shop is local. Jeff Carter for the Penguins. I normally stop in once a week to drop off stuff. Barbashev for the Blues. Jesper Foden for the Bruins. I should be able to get stuff dropped off on time as per like normal this week as well. Wyatt Johnston, I believe on the short print rookie portraits. Maple Ridge. I grew up there and actually just moved out of there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I missing? Oh, penalty box variation. That's what I'm missing. Of Nick Suzuki. Connor for the Jets, but I'm not in there a ton. So Ole Lixell for the Flyers. But yeah, like honestly, the best, like legitimately, I tell this to every single person too, is that one of the best ways to kind of figure out what cards you have, like obviously asking around, but eBay for pricing, look up sold prices on eBay. That's going to be one of your better bets. And then walk around. There's really good monthly shows in Burnaby. They're the Bosa Bonzer shows. And then every about 3 months now, we have a big show in like Bonzer puts on a big show at the Langley Event Center. That one is also really fun. How do you know if a card's worth evaluating? I mean, if it's from the like early 90s, odds are it's not worth much. In terms of like other cards, it's just kind of like once you start looking up some, you'll kind of get the feel of what is valuable and what isn't. Your quick guide though is that you're looking for anything that is like rookies or something that seems rare to you. Like, if you have, for example, say you had like some of these inserts lying around, like the Lunchbox Legends or Canvases, you can look up some of them from the year in the set and be like, okay, if they're all selling for this amount, then it's probably not worth a lot. Going through checklists to see if stuff is short printed or not is another way. It's just, it's a lot of research, unfortunately. There's no great app that like, especially for hockey cards, that has like photo recognition yet, machine learning around that. Everyone will call it AI, but it's definitely machine learning. So it's just like it just takes time. It takes, and like watching breaks, watching people open up packs, just talking around. So yeah, like candidly, I know a lot of stuff, like posting in Facebook groups as well. OV rookie class, the rookie class, that is, I mean, it'll still be worth something. So like what I do is I just go on like eBay and look up Ovechkin rookie class. And then, so you can kind of like look it up and it's like, okay, his rookie class card is worth, like there's some buy nows on eBay for like $35. So given that it's $35 plus like $3 shipping, it's probably worth less than that. So you kind of go through, you just kind of got to look through and see what they sell for, see what condition they're in, because condition's a big one as well. So there's just a lot of things. But yeah, if it says rookie on it and it's a big name player, always look it up. Because sometimes, especially like Crosby, Ovechkin, players like that, the true superstars, they're not even superstars, they're generational talents. Those ones are always worth just looking up just to make sure. Yeah. So it just, unfortunately, like there's like no simple answer to it outside of it just takes time. It takes time to learn it all. It's like any new hobby. It's like anything, you know. It'd be like, I mean, it's kind of, I wouldn't say like riding a bike, but you know, you kind of got to learn how everything works and whatnot, and then you kind of figure it out. So, Laine, I know it's not like the perfect answer, but Aberigi for the Leafs. So, I wish there was a simpler way. Nice, Shane Wright for the Kraken. I think Shane Wright's gonna have a big year. But yeah, it takes time. It's the pros and cons of sports cards. Saros on the instant impressions. Oh, rookie materials of Owen Power. Those are actually pretty tough to pull if I remember correctly. Candidly, it's been no, they didn't do rookie materials this year. But on Power rookie materials, so yeah. And again, like that's actually a good idea for a video for us to do too, is just kind of like go through it. I don't know if I did one around that, but Brady Tkachuk for the Senators. But yeah, there's definitely like lots of things to look through. Again, like some local groups or some groups are going to be pretty good. There's a good one locally, like Perbix, that, you know, some people will be able to answer your question. Just, you know, remember to be like polite, courteous, patient with people. Neil Zaman on the honor roll. And there's going to be some people that are out to lunch on stuff too. San Jose on the Welcome to San Jose that are, you know, unfortunately, anytime there's value around stuff. Nice, Dylan Holloway, French Young Gun. Anytime that there's lots of value around stuff, just be wary of like people being like, oh, this card isn't, if a card seems very valuable to you and like someone just tries to tell you without you doing much research that it's not super valuable, just look it up. If you use your gut and like just check it with online, because, you know, sometimes people can take advantage. Tage Thompson for the Sabres. And that's why I always recommend just eBay. Mercer for the Devils, because at the end of the day, as much as people hate eBay for various reasons, it is what people are willing to pay for a card. Like that is surefire what cards have sold for. There's some really good tools that help you if it's a best offer card, that look up the or the best offer in some weird sort of way. Used to be able to do it easily on eBay, but now it's really difficult. A green highlighter is pretty rare, is it not? I feel like the green highlighters are rare. But yeah, market value is everything. There's going to be some people that refer to, I don't know if you're familiar with like BV or book value. That's kind of like, I would say that's outdated. It's okay. I haven't looked at it in a while, but there will be some older collectors who like to go by that because it's a consistent thing. But I just want to see where the green highlighters fall. Sorry, I need to pull 1 in 4,608 packs. So we got a rare card coming up. But yeah, like just looking through everything is a good way to figure it out. It's a lot of research. Cardboard Connection is going to be your best friend up until 23-24 releases, because I have no idea what happened to the site, but it just kind of died. And so it's kind of useless at this point, but yeah. All right, let's see who we get here. Yeah, that's honestly like a really, really insane card to get. So, Canvas, Clayton Keller for the Yotes. Cole Koepke for the Bolts. Green Highlighters, Robert Thomas for the Blues. And not a team that you're hoping to get, or like that you're expecting to get a big hit with, and it's probably not a big hit. However, it is extremely rare. So it may not be the most valuable card, but like you may never see another one of those in a box. So wait, JD, did you have the Blues and get did you have another bad team and get a really obscure good card with it? I feel like that's your specialty in breaks. Cale Makar on the World Junior Grads. Ethan Prow for the Sabres. Eric Lindros for the Flyers on the, I hope that's awards, not draft, but the retired canvas. And Ben Jones. Yeah, JD, your niche is definitely those really rare but good cards. Gooley for the Habs. Oh, nice. Honor roll for the Kraken of Matty Beniers to 250. We'll take a numbered Matty Beniers, a little bit of a bonus card. Rookie year. I'll take that. Recap. Hollander. Jordan Spence on the rookie portraits. That is a regular one. Cole Reinhardt for the Senators. Checklist between the Rangers and the Flyers. Rangers is the... Just trying to see... Or Rangers and Panthers, not Flyers, sorry. Let's see how good my name recognition is, or how quickly I can... Panthers is Anthony. Oh, so there could be a chance. Rangers is Alex. So that'll be a random between the two teams. Put that in the random pile. Hey, you know what? Two really good boxes. Let's be... Yeah, my brain just saw Bobrovsky and was like, oh, Flyers, because I went through some of my cards yesterday and saw his Flyers rookie stuff. But yeah, that'll be random between the two teams, and those honestly two really good boxes of Series 2. Without hitting the best young guns in the crop, the Holloway French is really good. The Gooley clear cut's phenomenal. The highlighters is just so rare. That is what we call we'll take it. All right. Yeah. On to Extended. Yeah, if this Extended had a better Young Gun crop, man, I think a lot of people it would have been probably the best value set of the past, like of the 22-23 season. Really fun open. Depends if Shelovs is healthy. I think if he's healthy, he probably gets the start, but if he's healthy and he's playing, fine. I think there's more loyalty to him, so it's his job to lose type of thing. But if he's struggling a lot, then I don't think they're going to mess around too much. I hope that they just roll Lankinen out as a backup for every single game, though. No matter what, he's your backup goalie. He's either starting or backup. All right. Maybe we'll see one of those fancy acetate Young Guns today. Maybe it'll be someone good. Could you imagine if we pulled like a Slavkovsky? That'd be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick. All right, first stack. Oh, well, there's a retro kicking on there. Lafreniere on the double diamond. 4, 5, 6. Petrangelo for Vegas. Nice. Those 16 bits are cool. 6, 7, 8. Tim Burney. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Smooth Grooves. Logan Thompson for Vegas. 5, 6, 7. I forget what these are called. The Century somethings of Tate for the Sabres. Marner for the Leafs. Frederick Olsen for the Stars. I think it's actually a little bit more common in Series 2 or extended from last year. Kadri for the Flames. The print run is definitely lower in this than what it was in other years. Brant Clark on the SPX. Hollow View. And Nino Niederreiter on the History class. Dawson Mercer on the Retro Young Guns. Why? That's the, like... I think it's 1 in 10 cases. Dawson Mercer on the 2001-2002 Young Guns. That's a really short print hit. Like, super short print Easter egg. Just really weird because he's a 21-20. Oh, that's a bad top loader. He's a 21-22 rookie. So it kind of just like, huh? There's also an Owen Power on the portraits behind it. That goes there. 6. Kucherov on the retro. And that is it for that. Yeah, those are really rare. So nice one for the Devils. I want to say the odds of them are like, I don't know. What does it say on here? Can I find it in like 3 seconds? I don't see it. It'd have to be like towards the bottom here. Here. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't think it says on the pack. I'm not going to look through the whole pack here. But I know they're really rare. Those are like probably 1 in 10 cases. Yeah, I feel like it was 1 in, not 1 per for the acetates, but it was like 1 in 5. This year I think is probably closer to 1 in 10, if not more. There's a lot of extended this year. There's a lot of Series 2 this year. Thanks, Henderson. Yeah, I would check, but we're mid-break. Ooh, there's a cardboard card in there. What set is that? Oh, no, that's not a cardboard card. That's going to be a Retro Young Guns. It's a 07-08 design, right? Yeah, it'd be 07-08. All right, next half. Justin Kirkland for the Ducks. Kubalik for the Red Wings. For the St. Louis Blues, Diamond Dominance of Ryan O'Reilly. These are number 2 1,000. It's 808 of 1,000. Claude Giroux, black and white canvas for the Senators. Rossi on the draft portraits. Noah Cates on the retro Young Guns. Rookie Gems, double diamond, Jake Sanderson. Harris and Juuso Parssinen on the Young Gun canvas checklist. So Montreal and Nashville. I believe that one is definitely random. Yes. So a second random to do here. I need some more sleeves. I need some more sleeves because we're all out. I didn't think we need that many, but hey, that's always good. It's always good to be wrong when you undershoot the amount of sleeves you'll need, right? Berggren for the Red Wings. That's one of the better Young Guns to get from this. French variation, Roman Josi for the Predators. Korczak for Vegas. Natchez for the Hurricanes on the retro. So, good box. Good box. Good Young Gun. Really cool Easter egg card of a player who's half decent. We'll take it. Final box before the big stuff, though. Final box before we get to the good stuff. Box 85. Alrighty, let's go ahead and let's get into the next half here. Our breaks are posted normally Wednesday. The best way to find out about them is just to subscribe to our email thing, because typically they get posted right when the email goes out, and that's really like the only way. But normally they're like Wednesdays around like roughly noon Pacific time. Could be earlier, like between 10 and noonish, but just depends on the day. Depends on a bunch of things. So they're generally on Wednesdays. They're unannounced. Yeah, I think normally the like really rare Young Gun Easter eggs they don't like disclosing the odds. It's just extended. Sometimes the one set where they're just like, oops, we'll throw it in there. Yeah. So, also the best way to find out about like any product releases or pre-order and stuff. Exclusives of Dahlin for the Sabres and a Nikita Alexandrov for the Blues. Jack Hughes. Kuzmenko on the rookie gems for the Canucks. DeBrincat for the Senators. Reichel for Chicago. Smooth Grooves, David Pastrnak for the Bruins. I like the Smooth Grooves. They're cool cards. Crosby on the commemorative thingy Madoohickeys. Dylan Strome. Justin Kirkland. So maybe the same Young Gun crop, but we'll see. Boone Jenner. Ovechkin on the Diamond Dominance for the Capitals, numbered 460. of 1,000, but it's a numbered OV card. You take those, right? You take numbered OV cards. Clear cut. Matej Blumel for the Dallas Stars. You know what? 2 clear cuts from 6 boxes. Beat the odds. And probably not the worst one to get in the product, so. Obviously not the best one to get, but hey, it's another clear cut Young Gun. We take those. And another 01 power. He's got the power. Actually, he's been all over this break. What are the big rookie teams that haven't hit yet? The Wild, kind of, like, just don't have a big one, because Montreal, you've got the Goalie. Dallas, you've at least got the clear cut, not the good clear cut Young Gun that you want, but you've at least got a clear cut Young Gun. Seattle, you got the honor roll to 250. Buffalo, you've got lots of power. Dylan Cousins. Well, I definitely can't pull his rookie out of this, but it would be funny if we did. It would be funny if we did. No, that's just one of the hollow views. Dang. Last pack. And then it's the cup time. Then it is the cup time. Nylander on the retro. Marchand on the double diamond. Morrissey on the canvas. Aturatu for the Islanders. French variation of Braun for the Flyers. Panarin for the Rangers on the Dazzlers. I couldn't tell if that was Thunder or... Might be Thunder. Young Guns of Sam Poulin. Not the worst retro Young Guns to get. Samuel Walker. Marcus Bjork on the Young Guns canvas. Wyatt Johnston on the Hollow View rookie. And a Nick Perbix on the history class. I don't know why I want to call them honor rolls, because they're just, like, you know, they just have honor roll vibes to them. All right, well, time for fun. Time for fun. We had a pretty good little first half here, so let's put these into recaps. Let's move these back a little bit. Give ourselves some room. I think the Highlighters is the rarest card that we pulled. But it's close. All right, this is the one that has the weird sticker on it. So we will see if weird equals good. There we go. Tin is there. Let's go ahead and let's see what's in this final one. There we go. I'm feeling printing plate booklet from this. It's stuck. Oh, did I call my shot maybe? Oh no, there's just a thick card in here. In a weird spot. Maybe it's a book. Maybe it's a book, but I think it's just a button. Yeah, it's just a button. Well, someone's getting a 360 point. Someone is getting a 360 point. Tin is empty. Cards are out. Let's go to the top one. We have a Johnny Gaudreau to 249. Just kind of sad. Get that the sleeve and top load. Let's go to the back because these are normally not the best. Okay, I just full disclosure, these are not my fingerprints. Ryan O'Reilly to 99 because I haven't touched the face of this card here. Yeah, I don't know. There are greasy fingerprints on there, so that aren't mine for once. But hey, Blues. The Blues getting a card. Matthias Samuelsson. That's a fun name. Let's go here. Nice. Marco Rossi for the Minnesota Wild to 249. JD. One of the better 249s. I have no idea, honestly. I know the cup is hand-packed, so... But I said Minnesota is one of the teams that we haven't gotten like a big hit from yet, so... Yeah, now the Blues hit. You know, that's the thing with the cup. I want to go to the back. All right, I think I made a good call. Kopitar to 49. Gut check. Do we go to the button or do we go to the card behind the button? I think we got to end on the button. Even if it's... I think the third card's normally the strongest, or the third or fourth card, but... This is a good 10. We'll go to the back. Honestly, really good auto. JJ Peterka for the Sabres. I like Peterka. I think he's a good player, and the Brilliants are really nice. I just wish the Sabres logo was centered in there, but I still love these cards. You got the like acetate finish over with the hollow in the back. They're just clean. I like them. And Columbus, Jake Christensen to 3, rookie auto button. I mean, hey, is it the best player? No. But it's an auto button to 3. It's a pretty cool card. Honestly, it was a really good tin. The Peterka, the Rossi are both nice. The button to 3, like, it's a pretty good tin. Is it the best tin? No. We'll go to pretty good, but all right, let me get this in there. Sleeve in the bottom. There we go. All right, I just put the sleeve in there because that way it doesn't... If you put a sleeve in the back of the... in the back, I find that it doesn't... It helps it keep it from, like, jostling around, so that's why I do that. Yeah, and it doesn't interrupt the front of the card. So we have 2 randoms to do. Let me get these set up, and then I'll sort these. They'll get dropped off. Again, the drop-off date should be the same date as per usual, but like either Tuesday or Wednesday. It's just a little bit up in the air because, you know, no car. But I should hopefully have one tomorrow. My parents have a spare vehicle for me to use, hopefully. So I can go ahead and take that. Yeah, that one touches the 360 points. It's really funny. They make 360 point top loaders, but they don't make sleeves that fit the card. So it's like, what's the point of those top loaders, you know? At least I haven't found sleeves that fit the card before. So, all right, that one, and then Montreal. Montreal, Nashville. All right. Good luck, everybody. 3 times for the canvas checklist between Shesterkin and Bobrovsky. Once, twice. 3rd time, Florida. So Anthony. And 3 times, Montreal, Nashville. Once, twice, 3rd time. That did not change once, and it did random 3 times. Montreal. Where are they? There they are. All right. Obey Kubel, man, that's a name. So yeah, this goes to Florida. This goes to Montreal. That wraps that up. Recap time, just some cool stuff that we got. Ovechkin Diamond Dominance 1,000. Obviously not the highest valued card, but it's an Ovi to 1,000. Still cool to highlight. Beniers 250. Owen Power Rookie Materials. Blomel Clear Cut. Shane Wright. Owen Power Base Young Guns. We also had a Chetkov, a Schneider, or Lucas Reichel. So there's some decent ones in there. Some of our rarer cards include the Dylan Holloway French and Caden Gooley Clear Cut. Dawson Mercer on the Easter Egg Retro Young Guns. Really cool card, really tough to pull. Honestly, the toughest card to pull from this break might just be the Highlighters Green of Robert Thomas, which is kind of wild, but 1 in 4,608 packs. The Cup, we got a Gaudreau base card, a Ryan O'Reilly The Show, Kopitar Quad Jersey. The Paterka Brilliance Auto, I think, is the 3rd best hit. Value-wise, it might be the 2nd best, but the Jake Christensen's just such a cool card. I love the buttons. They're cool. And I know everyone's going to roast me for saying buttons, not buttons, but I don't know what it is. When my brain's speaking, it's like the T's turn into a D, and I just have trouble doing it otherwise. It's like middens, kittens. But yeah, hit of the break. Marco Rossi, rookie patch auto to 249. I think that's got to be the hit of the break. Highest valued card, potential cards, so... yeah, anyways, we'll get this sorted and ready to go. That is Group Break 463. All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. Like I mentioned, we'll get this sorted, packed up, hopefully dropped off either tomorrow or Wednesday. Worst case would be Thursday because I have to be out that way anyways Thursday. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, have a good night. And again, if you did rough in this break, what I did in 464 is that we had a pack of, or a box of Parker's Champions Hobby, and I've just, if you had a really rough break, I put in a pack for you. Essentially, like if you got like 2 or less cards type of thing. But yeah, take care, have a good night, and if you're shut out in this break, you'll probably get one of those Parker's packs. So